Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet.
We're back. We're here.
Woo!
We did it. Yay.
We've been gallivanting.
We have been gallivanting.
All over the...
It feels like, I don't know, it's weird. I feel like we've both done this show very recently and haven't done this show very recently.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, you did a show last week.
I did
I didn't do.
I did do a show last week.
Yeah. Brand new show debuted right here on Brain Wreck TV. Liquid Space, y'all.
Yeah. Well, it's not Liquid Space, y'all. Oh, that would be a cool title. Can she change it to that?
Liquid Space, y'all.
Liquid Space.
No, I mean, she's kind of sold on the discussions aspect of the Liquid Space.
What about like, y'all, this is Liquid Space Discussions. Oh, that should be the ad read.
Ah, okay. Well, we'll make it a t-shirt.
Make it a t-shirt. Make it a t-shirt. That's what we're doing now. We're making everything t-shirts because we have a t-shirt store.
We do.
We do.
I mean, which we haven't updated.
We haven't. Yeah, we got to probably throw some more things up there. But yeah, we do have a TeePublic store now for those of you who care and for those of you who celebrate.
That's right.
TeePublic.com/user/BrainWreckTV. Go check it out. We got a link down below in the description and buy some shirts from us. I mean, there you go. They're selling, sir. I don't know if you've known this, but
I don't know. I don't got time.
We made some money last month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like for once. I mean, I don't know if the show is technically profitable yet, but like we're on our way.
I'm looking at this equipment around me. It is not fucking profitable.
Someone's paying for this, and it ain't an advertiser.
Hey,
Patrick Fenton, how you doing? TeePublic, go check it out. We've got 4 designs that you can choose from, but you can buy many things with those designs. That's what I did.
That's true.
I spent so much money on our own stuff that most of the money we made is probably from me. So like I'm even deeper in the hole. But I mean,
I look at it. But you know what the fuck that is?
You kind of like you're taking kind of like, let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. It didn't quite work, but that's like. There you go. There it is. Get out of here, ad. Taking money out of one pocket, put it right back in the other. You know, that's what I'm doing.
There you go.
It's just a cyclical occurrence for me. Just moving shit around. But yeah, we got that up and running. Go buy stuff. It's really cool. But we weren't here last week, the two of us.
That's right.
I did a show.
Yes,
I did a show with Blakely K called Liquid Space Discussions. It was a great conversation. I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
You kind of opened up a little.
I opened like a little flower. I just opened up.
And you see all the people.
And
Fenton's got a tank top of that.
Tank top. Ooh.
So
yeah, she gave me a tank top.
There you go.
I was gonna do some sleeve cutting, but maybe I'll get a proper tank instead. But yeah, the first episode of Liquid Space Discussions is now available on the channel, so make sure you go back, check it out in the archives. I don't know how YouTube lists the stuff within the channels anymore.
You got to go to like the live. Well, not the live because we're the live.
We're the
live. Live.
There's uploads and then there's shorts, which are doing very well. Go check those out. Like them, comment on them. We've got so there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, you got sleeveless? I will be sleeveless.
Ready for summer.
I mean, it's almost sleeveless summer, guys. Just get fucking ready.
It's right around the corner.
It is literally right around the corner.
Right after that fucking bunny drops his fucking eggs everywhere.
When the bunny goes away, the guns
come
out to play.
It's Wabbit season.
Fenton, yeah, okay. Yeah, post a photo
please.
of it. Yes,
yeah.
We'll share it. New content available now. Beyond that, I also went to a rodeo last week.
You did go to a rodeo.
Do you want to talk about the fucking rodeo, man?
Yes, I do.
I just spilled water on myself.
Chrissy, I feel like we never left sleeveless summer. I mean, it's more of a mindset.
It is really more of a mindset, Yeah, we went to a rodeo last week, man, which is like both expected and not expected because even though we live in Texas, I mean, like, you don't get a lot of Texas, and what I mean by that is like your stereotypical Texas. I mean, don't get me wrong, you get some Texas down here.
You get some 10 gallons?
You don't really get the 10 gallons. You don't really get the cowboy boots. You don't get the yeehaw, you know.
The things you actually go to Texas for, you don't get.
Exactly. I mean, we've got Whataburger, so like that's, glorious.
Yo, I almost got a Whataburger.
What do you mean almost? Why didn't you?
Because I was so fucking angry.
Why?
I had to. I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
But apparently in Tallahassee, in Florida, there's one Whataburger.
I bet it's magnificent.
And I pulled into the parking lot, and I'll tell you later what happened.
Okay. I cannot wait for that story. Yeah, we got Whataburger, which is amazing. But you don't get a lot of like rootin' tootin' cowboy Texas down here in the city of Austin. But when the rodeo came to town, man, you got even less of it because they had Sugar Ray out there playing, and I'm like, this is confusing to say the least.
How's old Sugar?
Sugar's doing pretty well. Sugar was having a good time that night. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. But the rodeo has been going on now for like 3 weeks. Like it seems like February and March here in Austin are just like you've got fucking like South by Southwest. Right after that, there's like something else, and like right after that, it's the rodeo, and then like right after this, we probably got more fucking races, and then I think the Masters or some shit is going on.
Probably Monster Jam at some point.
I mean, why not? So like it's just, for like 2 months, it's just like stay out of like the center of the city because there's just everything going on. But the rodeo is happening a little bit outside of the city, and we had some friends, and they were like, we got tickets if you'd like to join us, and we were like, we've never been, we've always wanted to check out a rodeo, let's go. Not as busy as I thought it was going to be, maybe because it was a Wednesday evening. Okay. People were clearly anticipating watching this show, and unfortunately we didn't give it to them because I was at the rodeo.
We did have another show.
We did have another show, which I'm sure they enjoyed. I mean, it looks like people are watching. Fenton says Monster Jam is here next weekend. I am not surprised.
What the fuck else is there to do?
Not surprised.
Yeah, you gotta hit up your man Dixon, get some tickets, go to the old Carrier Dome.
So that like we pull in, we park, we walk up, and it's like a pretty cool sight to see because it's not like when I was told I would be going to a rodeo, I was anticipating just going to either like a field with a rodeo arena in the center or like maybe a building with a rodeo arena in the center. This was like a combination of both. You had a giant field which had like food trucks, stages, pop-up tents. You had food. There was a whole goddamn midway with like carnival rides and games.
Okay, so this is like that time that TNA came to the fair.
Yeah. This is probably the same level of quality for the show.
Someone took a bump in the dirt, and I was just like, "Don't do that.
Don't do that. That's you don't know what's
like you're gonna ruin everything."
Yeah, that's terrible. Setting the bar way too high.
Yeah, that's a sentence, Fenton.
There's a lot of words in that sentence. And so, they had the building off to the side with like the arena. So like we kind of walked around, we grabbed some food, we had some drink, and then we go in, and it's like a full on rodeo happening,
as advertised.
As advertised, and like I don't know what you think of when you think of a rodeo, but this was exactly that. Like. You had the bucking Broncos where dudes were just like holding on for their dear life.
Sure.
There were points involved. I'm not exactly sure how points were.
How's that work?
I don't know. I know that there was like an 8-second limit that they needed to hit. Not a lot of people hit it, surprisingly. But then they were doing the steer razzling, where they would jump off of a horse onto a steer and razzle it to the ground and try to pin it.
That's dangerous.
It was dangerous. And then they had the steer roping, which I didn't really like, because I was like, that's like those little fellas are getting whiplash, just because they're getting their horns lassoed and then just like whipping their neck back. And I was like, that one's a little rough. I always cheered whenever the steer won. I was like, good for you. I was like, good for you, little guy.
I'm pro steer.
I'm pro steers. And then what else did they do? Like they did some tag team lassoing. They did the bull
tag
riding.
Team lassoing?
Oh yeah. We one had to get the horns, the other had to get the hooves. Not a lot of guys did it though. It looked like they weren't very well coordinated.
Okay.
Then they did like the bull riding, and then like the ladies came out and like they did their rounds. That was really fun to see. And then you had like the little kids that were riding sheep, and I was like, that's just adorable.
Blakely says, did they have the clowns?
There were clowns. There were some juggalos whooping on site.
Violent J is just trying to get the ball.
Yeah, but like it wasn't as wild as you would have thought it would have been. I think one guy almost got trampled, and that was about it. But the thing that really took me was just like the presentation of the rodeo. And when they're making these introductions, and as you're paying attention, you're hearing everybody's name announced and like where they're from, and you're like, those are made up. those are
everyone's got gimmick names.
But the thing is none of it is made up. Because it's like Cole McCoy from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, and I'm like, wait, there's actually like a Broken Arrow somewhere as a city and a town.
Oh, geez.
Everybody has a cowboy name.
Well, you'd have to.
I'm pretty sure there was a guy whose name was Wrangler Denham. It was that much. Like there was even one point where they were doing the tag team stuff, where there was a team by the name of McCoy and McCree, and those were both their first names.
Of course, their first names.
Yeah, McCoy, and then there was McCree. I think
was he the real McCoy?
He may have been. I'm pretty sure the guy's name was like McCoy Cowboy Hat or some shit like that. Just like
so on the nose,
very much on the nose. And then like I didn't know this, but there's like 8 buffaloes that aren't in New York, because there was like cowboy number 1 from Buffalo, Wyoming, cowboy number 2 from Buffalo, Arkansas, and I'm just like, where the fuck? Like, how many buffaloes are there? Like, and why are they all from Buffalo?
Wherever the deer and the antelope play, I guess. Fenton says, rider must stay mounted on the bull for a minimum of 8 seconds, and he is scored only for his actions during those 8 seconds. The Cowboys' points are awarded based on how well he covers the bull. I don't know what the fuck any of that means.
It actually makes sense to me. The other, I think for what we were watching, there was the 8 second that you had to hit, and then I think points were allocated to the rider and points were allocated to the horse. So if you had a good
the horse got points.
I think the horse got points, and the horse, because like if you had a shitty horse that just wasn't doing anything, yeah. But then if you got a horse who's like really going to town on it, it's like he's gonna get probably some more points based on that.
Good for the horse. I'm sure he cares.
Yeah, and
does he get more oats?
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Like what does the horse get out of it?
Carrot. I don't think he's getting 50%.
Go buy some fancy shoes with
So like we watched the whole rodeo. It was it was an interesting experience, I'll say.
Okay.
I don't know that I need to do it again.
Okay, one and done.
but I'm glad I did it to see
Oh well, yeah.
and understand. But the real kicker to it all
Mm.
was when they were like, "We're gonna go to the rodeo." I was like, "Okay, cool." And then they go, and then Sugar Ray is playing, and I'm like, "What do you mean Sugar Ray is playing?" They're like, "Sugar Ray is gonna be there. Like Sugar Ray is performing that night." I'm like, "Sugar Ray, Mark McGrath,
Yeah. He just wants to fly.
put your arms around me, baby." That guy.
That's right.
California surfer boy Mark McGrath and band are playing
And band.
are, play,
And sugar.
are playing
Ray's here.
the state capital, Austin, Texas. The rodeo. They're playing the rodeo.
Hmm.
Like, what are they gonna do? Just like put a stage in the middle of the rodeo and they're gonna play? And yeah, that's exactly what happened. They like the fucking rodeo ended.
Okay.
A bunch of trucks came out with a stage in tow, and they dropped a fucking stage in the middle of the rodeo, and then carted the band
like
out.
The Super Bowl.
Like
where the fucking they build the stage in like 15 fucking minutes or whatever it is.
Literally, the stage came out. It was folded in half. They dropped it where they wanted it to go. They unfolded it, and everything was right there.
Like all the instruments,
like all the instruments, the drums, everything. They just
get the fuck out.
Just like a cartoon book. They just and like Mark McGrath was standing right there, and he was like, "Wow, that was crazy." No, like it, they literally dropped this fucking thing in the middle of the arena, and it like spun, it rotated, and then they came out. They played for an hour and a half, and I was like, I didn't think they had that many songs. Turns out they do. And it was a good time. Like,
were they one of those bands that you're like, once they play a song, you're like, oh yeah, that's them, and then you play another one. Oh, I know that one. It creeps up on you. How many songs you know?
More songs than I remembered. Because I was like, okay, Sugar Ray, you've got those like 2 to 3 songs. Like,
right.
There were a lot of songs they played that I was like, oh no, yeah, I forgot they did this. Like, oh yeah, right. I forgot that this was a song. They played a song that I knew like before they were Sugar Ray.
Oh,
like one of their like before I Just Want to Fly.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
And then like they did a bunch of covers. They did their hits. And, like, the people were fucking into it.
Sugar's over.
I mean, Sugar's over in Austin.
Now, there you go.
But yeah, that was a
so
experience.
You're a man that's been to a few concerts. Like, what would you see the Sugar Ray again?
If they were playing for free, absolutely.
But would you put your hard-earned money down?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No. I'd no.
We're waiting for them to come to one of the Disney festivals, so we can just kind of get in and eat a churro and watch some Sugar Ray in passing.
I think that is the best way to do it. I mean, even if you want to hang out and watch a couple songs,
there you go.
But it's
as long as they play when it's over. That's my go-to.
Yeah, I think they played that like midway.
Okay,
it was like a midway through song. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, it's fucking rodeos, man.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. It was fun.
It was weird.
It was weird. It was just like you sit down and you actually think about it. You're like this is weird, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and the wife had an experience recently where we also went out on the town. Compliments to a buddy of mine who couldn't go to a certain thing, and he's like, I have these tickets, like you can just have them.
Oh,
and I'm like, I'll take free things. I like free things. So he gave us tickets to a comedy show at the Hard Rock and Universal City Walk. And I was like, okay, I didn't know who the comedian was. I'm blanking on her name now. So, but it was good. Like, Um, it was one of those things where like me and Blakely didn't know who she was,
Right.
so we did. We were just like, all right, well, let's just throw her up on YouTube real quick, and we throw her up on YouTube, and of course, the bit that we watched was a bit she ended up doing in the show,
Oh.
and it's kind of like,
Ah.
we should have just gone in blind,
Should have gone
like
in
we
blind.
shouldn't,
Yeah.
because it would have been so much better. It
Yeah.
was the best St. Patty's Day. It was on St. Patty's Day,
Well, how about that?
that we did that, and I tell you, like, we had a blast at the show and it was fun, but we had the best time sitting outside the Starbucks at City Walk and just watching exhausted fucking people walk out of the parks. Like, that was the best. Like, we're just sitting there. We both got our coffees,
Yeah.
just chilling, relaxing. Like, because we showed up at, I think the show was at 6, or no, the show was at 7, and we ended up getting like in City Walk at like 5:30.
Yeah.
So like it's 5:30 right when people are like done
Oh.
for the day. So like we're just sitting back, we're drinking our coffees, and we're just watching arguments, and we're just watching people like their last straw being broken, and just crying kids.
It really
and
is.
We're just like
the magic of theme parks.
it really, like, if it's not you,
Right.
it's great.
It's great.
It's wonderful. Because
Yeah.
here's the thing, and this is the thing I found. This world is full of shit. It is so rare that you get like an honest to God reaction or real life anything ever. So when you see somebody who is done, they've been with their family all day, and they don't usually spend that much time with their family, and they've had it, and you just see the realest, rawest version of that person come out in a sea of people in front of everybody. That's real life, ladies and gentlemen. That's the realest thing you'll ever get. And then we were also marveling at like what people decided to wear to the theme park. Like you figure that most people who go to the theme park are travelers. They've come from afar. They're spending a lot of money, to go to the theme park for the day. And yet they decide to wear like a Levi's shirt to the theme park. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just like, man, you're going to like the place where like Spider-Man is and like Minions and the
Like,
fucking
wear
Mummy
something
ride. The fucking Harry Potter land is here. Like, try a little. Just a little.
I wore
like,
my
you
cowboy
spent all
boots
this money
to the
to be
rodeo.
here. There you fucking go.
I wore my $20 cowboy boots that I bought at the Goodwill to the rodeo, and I wore my Willie Nelson shirt because I was like,
Oh,
you got it.
fuck yeah.
Yeah. I
See,
mean,
that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna go for the experience,
go for the experience.
Go for the experience.
Yeah.
You're paying the money. Fucking have a good time.
The
fucking Levi's shirt.
That's something that like really dawned on me when Christy and I went to the Royal Rumble, and I was like trying to be like a little bit more reserved. And when we got there, she was like, "You would have been like the most normal dressed person here." I was like, "Yeah, I guess yeah, go for the experience. Dress how you want to dress."
Oh, Fenton, I don't want to hear any of that shit. They've got bootleg stores down the whole International Drive where you can get a goddamn Harry Potter shirt for a hot dog and a handshake.
Yeah. So, beyond that, have you been watching any television lately?
We don't watch TV in this home.
Good, you shouldn't.
We watch strictly YouTube.
Oh,
and
okay.
So we watch YouTube and we watch Disney Plus for the kids, and every now and then thanks to a good brother, we might pop on the HBO.
There you go.
A little bit.
Oh, HBO Max. I mean, it's free for some people.
For some people,
I'm pretty sure it's actually free for everybody in this room.
Thanks, Christy.
Is there is there shows on television anymore? I mean, not for long, because I do want to raise this point, and I think it's something we all need to be cognizant of.
All right.
Listen, guys, the shows we grew up on, you just can't do anymore. You just can't do those anymore. That's true. It's over. You can't do it. Friends? You ever watch Friends?
Have I ever watched Friends?
Have you ever watched Friends? The show Friends? Do you know Friends?
I know of Friends. I've never watched Friends.
You've never watched Friends? Well, you shouldn't. You want to know why you shouldn't? Because it's now one of the most offensive shows you can watch on television.
The show from, 30 years ago?
The 20? Shut the 20? 20 to 25 years ago, you ass. Don't date us that way. Fuck, man. This was something that I read today, which nearly made me fall back in my chair. Because I was like, okay. There's a whole generation of people who find Friends offensive. Says Friends star Jennifer Aniston. Now look, I used to watch Friends.
Oh, okay, you were a frenzy.
I wasn't really a frenzy. I was it's Thursday. I got nothing else to do in my life. Because I'm like 7.
Sure.
I'm just gonna watch Friends and try to understand the jokes. But apparently there was a discussion that was had recently where Jennifer Aniston said it's a little tricky because you have to be very careful now. She said,
but it's already done.
Here's the thing. She said, now it's a little tricky because you have to be very careful, which makes it really hard for comedians. I mean, won't somebody think about those comedians?
Somebody.
Comedy. You can't do comedy anymore, guys.
Nope.
You can't be funny. You can't do things.
I mean, we're living proof of that.
What are we? She says the beauty of comedy is that we make fun of ourselves, make fun of life.
Mm-hmm.
Those poor comedians that are just making fun of themselves. Those comedians who.
Thank you, Jennifer Aniston, for explaining comedy to everyone.
Just
thank you.
You know, it's got nothing to do with transphobia, guys. It's got everything to do with just how hard it is for comedy these days. It's just, I mean, ignore.
What the fuck is she talking about?
I don't know. That's the thing, man. But then she goes on to say you could joke about a bigot and have a laugh.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Archie Bunker. Yeah, you could.
I mean, which I don't know. Like, is she saying like you could jokingly be a bigot and laugh, or you can make fun of a bigot and laugh?
I think she's legitimately referring to All in the Family.
I think she is too. I think that's where her point is. And
she wants to bring back All in the Family.
It was about educating people on how ridiculous people were, and and now we're not allowed to do that. Which, okay.
I mean,
can somebody explain these fucking rules to me? Because I keep hearing things like, "Oh, you can't do this you just can't do this in comedy anymore. You're just not allowed." I've never seen one instance of like somebody actively going out and like, I mean, I know like a couple of comedians have been canceled, but like,
well, that's usually for fucking underage girls.
That's usually for like some like scandalous shit.
Yeah, like not that they said a joke. It was more
Yeah.
like, no, did you see their text messages? It wasn't great.
Yeah, or maybe like, hey, we're a comedy club that really doesn't appreciate the type of material you've been putting out, so we're not gonna, you know, maintain your booking. Like,
Get better material. I don't know. Tell you.
I'm pretty sure that person still has a Netflix deal. I'm pretty sure the other guy is still a fucking multi-millionaire from Spotify. They're gonna be okay, folks.
Hmm.
But it got me thinking about just that whole notion of, well, the things we used to do before, you,
Mm.
you just can't do these days. You just can't.
What what did you used to do before that you can't do now?
No, I do everything that I used to do before. I can. I mean, granted, I'm not that edgy, but like, I don't think that I have had a piece of media that I have
Hmm.
followed for more than 10 years that has ever gotten hit with like the cancel axe or something like that. Like, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is still on the air. It's still one
That's
of the
true.
most popular shows in television. South Park has been on the air probably just as long as Friends has been.
Oh, longer, I would
Longer,
assume.
longer. And they're still
Yeah.
doing wild shit.
Yeah.
Like,
They
I
have the
don't
best job.
They
Those guys
do
have the
they
best
do
job.
have the best job. They do. It's fucking amazing. But like, I just don't see what all this like hubbubaloo about. You can't like Mel.
It's because nobody has thought of Jennifer Aniston in like 20 years.
Yeah, but like Mel Brooks just put out a new TV show.
Oh, really?
Go back, History of the World Part 2.
Oh, he made part 2 finally?
Yeah. Made it into a TV show.
That's fucking
Yeah,
genius.
but like, go back and watch his old shit.
Oh, yeah.
It is wild. But do you hear anybody criticizing that?
Well, I think it's one of those things that like it's kind of unspoken that Blazing Saddles is like you don't do that. But like at the end of the day, like who doesn't love Blazing Saddles?
But for me, I think what it is ultimately, it's more than just like what's being said.
Oh no, it's context.
It's context. It's the presentation. Um, I think where a lot of people are getting hung up on is they just think that there's like this blanket theory of they want everything canceled. Everybody needs to be woke. Everybody needs to go this way. Everybody, but like that's not the case. Like it's only these like little small areas that people are going after because it's punching down. The context isn't there. Maybe it's just really fucking mean. And yeah, everybody likes a different, flavor of tea, but like maybe a lot of people don't want this out in front of them, so
Oh,
they're saying,
by the
"Hey,
way,
what?
we don't say tea anymore. We don't say tea in this house.
What do you say?"
We call it fun water.
Well, fun water's something else in this house.
No, but like so sidebar,
So,
by the way.
okay.
Um we've tried to make tea the treat instead of having like, ice cream and shit like that.
Oh.
So now we say, "Hey, you want some fun water?" And we're like, "Fuck yeah, we want some fun water." And so you gotta hype yourself up. You gotta. And if you want coffee, you get fucking bean fun water.
That was not a sidebar. You just ran my ass over.
Continue.
So, anyways, I did a little research. And by research, I mean I literally did like 20 minutes of Google searching
Okay.
to try to find some taboos over the years
Okay.
in television.
Sure.
And I'll start with one. Oh no, did I not save it? Oh no, here it is. I'll start with one here. Taboos, things you can't do on television in 1949.
Oh.
It's not that bad.
What's fun water at your house, Kevin? Asked Blakely.
We'll talk about that later. Taboos. Television may still be, as they say, in its infancy, but it's a remarkably
Nobody's
healthy.
saying that.
Well, this was 1949.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, this came out a week ago.
Oh,
No, this is from 1949.
oh, this is the articles from 1949.
Yes, this is what I'm telling you.
Okay, well, I thought these were things in 1949.
They
I
are.
thought it was a retrospective piece.
Oh,
Not-
no. This is written in 1949.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's more context for the audience. There we
I feel like I may have missed a step. I'll start over.
go. Okay.
Let's go back a step. Things you can't do on television in 1949.
Okay.
I literally just jumped back to the exact thing I said earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Television may still be, as they say, in its infancy, but it's a remarkably healthy baby, and the censors are beginning to worry about its morals. Television taboos, things lush actresses mustn't do, are on the increase. For instance, TV gals can't show too much leg or bust. They can't be seen in flimsy lace dainties. They can't wear too tight sweaters. And as for kissing, it must be dignified and cool. If the
cool.
smooching gets as hot as the picture at right, you'll find your TV screen blank. The two toward lovers will be blacked out.
Oh.
So
Censorship.
too hot kissing was a major no-no. Can't do.
Okay.
Here she is.
And also, like, of course, the issue they have is with women.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, it's like the fucking short we put up the other day where like the internet was just like, no, the woman being harassed at the gym was the asshole. It's like, guys,
Right.
why is everyone so threatened by the female form?
It's wonderful. Embrace it. Accept it.
Exactly.
Yeah, dig it.
The fuck.
Yeah, seriously, guys, come on. So no too hot kissing. Can't do that. No too tight sweaters. They're out. TV officials say they're afraid the public will turn against TV if they relax on what young actresses wear. No showing too much lingerie.
Okay. Still women.
And the producer makes the actress wear a negligee for a scene. Man is permitted to wear a dressing gown if they're married. Which, what the fuck, guys?
Well, that's true. Like there was the whole I Love Lucy thing, where they couldn't sleep in the same bed.
Yeah,
But I think that was more of a racist thing.
there was a lot to that. Which I remember being as a kid thinking, like, how come, like, do one of them snore? Like,
I was just like, wow, they get their own leg room. This is great.
okay, we clearly had different perspectives as kids. Not allowed to show too much bust.
Yeah.
Too gay drinking. And because
too gay drinking.
well, it's not that gay, but like the happy gay.
Oh, so you can't be.
I mean, I'm sure you couldn't be gay on television in the 1949.
I mean that
the
apparently that
1940s,
went
yeah.
without saying.
Yeah. Television censors fear they'll give the viewers some ideas. The actors mustn't enjoy drinking. And then you can't show too much leg. It's another taboo. No part of the gal's thigh can be screened unless the whole thigh is shown as in a swimsuit. Skirts cannot be pulled up. So that's basically just Twitch rules right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically just Twitch rules. And then we jump over. So here's a history of television taboos. Here are other things that were
Okay.
a little too risque for TV.
Okay. Are we still in the same year, or is this throughout history?
We're actually going to move forward a little bit.
Oh, okay. We're progressing.
So in 2004,
Oh shit, we jumped huge. Okay.
Yeah. Surgery was taboo. Full on
Really?
surgery. This is actually coming from the Guardian, which I believe is a UK specific
Okay,
website.
sure.
However, there
Across the
are some
pond.
things in here that are, kind of across the board and applied to the U.S. But surgery, a full mastectomy operation, was shown as live by BBC Three as part of a season
Why?
aimed at raising awareness of cancer among 25 to 34-year-olds. Which
Oh, okay. So they're it was a PSA.
it was a PSA, yeah.
Okay.
Abortion was a taboo topic in 2004,
Still is
which
in this state.
still very much is these days. Swearing was taboo,
You're right.
which I don't think it is as much these days anymore.
No.
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 In 2003, gay kissing was taboo. Oh,
That's right.
yeah. Cannibalism.
Wait. Excuse me?
Cannibalism.
Showing cannibalism?
Just cannibalism.
I mean, when was that ever acceptable?
I don't think it was.
That's what I want to know.
I don't.
When did that all of a sudden we're like, nah, fuck that.
Well,
like,
hey, I
that's too
got
far.
okay, like a little bit of cannibalism in the '90s, like that's to be expected. But in the year 2003, whoa.
Now, are they talking about like to the extent that like there's like a character that's a pizza and he's eating a pizza? Like that's
That's
the level
a
of
very
cannibalism.
good point. But no, I think it's just
You know.
I think it's just actual cannibalism.
Actual
People talking
human
about
flesh.
human flesh cannibalism. Cheating death was apparently taboo.
The
Which,
fuck?
like-
They made all those goddamn Final Destination movies.
And
Which,
they-
speaking of,
Which, we are unhinged.
we haven't done this in a week.
This is what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to specifichonks.com. Use promo code BrainRackTV15 for 15% off your order. And you get to get a dope bumper sticker magnet like Honk if the 2003 hit film Final Destination 2 subconsciously prevents you from driving behind trucks with oversized loads.
Don't have an oversized load in your trunk.
It's true.
Yeah. Did I need to add to that, or are you good?
No, that's it. We hit the spot.
Okay. Where the fuck was I? Okay, so cannibalism was in there, cheating death. In 2002, autopsies were apparently a thing that was too taboo. In the year 2000, you had male rape and death.
Male rape
Male rape. Just
and death.
and death. Those were the two
I
taboos.
think that was. Isn't
year
that the year the Shawshank came out?
In 2000? No, it was earlier than that.
Oh no, that was like 97 or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, something like that.
Okay, they had enough.
In 1999, you had bestiality, which I don't know when that would have ever been.
Well, it came back in Clerks too, so made a comeback.
It did come. It they did bring it back. But like, this is the thing. I feel like this list sort of gets confused. Is like, there's a difference between taboo and just sort of like, no. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no. Like we don't want that.
We're good.
Like we're
Yeah.
good. Like we don't need to cover bestiality, because in 1996 they also listed incest, which
Game of Thrones fucked that up.
that's rule number 1.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a taboo. It's just not allowed.
It's just not
We
allowed.
do not allow that here.
Not. Why the fuck don't we have a rule number 1 shirt?
We would need to be very thoughtful about that. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure one will come around.
Yeah.
But then going further down the list, you hit 1955,
Okay.
which the big one for that year, drugs.
Drugs. Okay.
Just drugs. Can't talk about drugs. Don't do drugs. Don't talk about them. Not here, not there, not anywhere.
A little bit of the reefer madness.
A little bit of the reefer madness. But like, this is all stuff that. Wait. Oh, is that why the X-Files episode never aired after the premiere? Were they doing drugs?
Or the autopsies.
Or the autopsy? Or the bestiality? Or the incest? Which one was it, Christy? Christy!
Which one's it?
We're behind. But you think about all these topics in context now, and like most of them, like really, like I don't even know how these would. Oh, incest.
There's incest on the X-Files?
Gross. I'm never watching the X-Files. Like a lot of this stuff, I mean, you think about it now, but you're like, yeah, like we've evolved. We can talk about this shit.
Right.
So like, I don't like, if anything, like we're still ahead of where we were before, you know?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, like married couples can sleep in the same bed.
Married couples can fuck on TV now.
They sure can.
And they can swear while they're doing it.
Right.
You know? And I mean, we go back to the 7 dirty words you can't say on television. It was the 10 dirty words that Lenny Bruce said, or no, I'm sorry, the 9 dirty words that
Scooter knows that episode well.
Oh, thanks, Scooter. So back in the day, you had Lenny Bruce who came out and said that they were, he's been arrested for saying the following 9 words: ass, balls, cocksucker, cunt, fuck, motherfucker, piss, shit, and tits. And then George Carlin took that over a few years later. The 7 dirty words you can't say on television, which is shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits. I'm pretty sure you can say most of those on TV nowadays. So again,
most of them, yeah.
Again, where is this whole thing that comedy is just being canceled?
The thing is, I feel like it's also a lot of, like you had mentioned, maybe not even successful people, but more like unsuccessful people looking for an excuse for why they're unsuccessful. Instead of looking in the mirror and being like, write new shit, get better, try harder, do better. All of you, everyone. Everyone's trying to do better.
Well, I do think we can do better.
Oh, okay.
And I think we can do better with a little bit of help from our friend, artificial intelligence.
Oh, good old AI.
Good old AI. We're bringing it back.
Come up with a name for our AI friend.
For our AI friend?
It needs to be, yeah, like, R2D2 is pretty fucking dope. C3PO is a cunt. We need what's a brain wreck droid type of name that we can give our AI friend?
Joe.
What?
Joe.
Yo?
Joe. Joe.
How do you spell it?
Joe. The name Joe.
Okay, listen. I know I'm wearing earphones, but I still can't hear you.
Joe. Joe.
Mama?
God damn it. We can never miss a fucking week of this show ever again. This is just a goddamn nightmare.
All right, what's up, Joe?
Got a gun in his hand.
So what's our prompt? What's our prompt today?
I feel like we got to do something like television is now obsolete. Comedy is canceled.
Oh. We could also. Okay. I'm thinking maybe we could ask it what a canceled comedian should do next.
Oh.
Give a little advice for those in need.
Oh yeah, I kind of like that direction. Okay, so if you say like television is now obsolete, the art form of comedy has been canceled. One lone comedian like seeks out a new opportunity, a new job.
Mm-hmm.
A new job opportunity. All right, let's see what we get. Okay, I already hate it. Hang on. I already hate it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna change it up a little bit.
And while you're doing that, I sent you a thing earlier today. Did you read it?
No, what did you send me?
I sent you a text message earlier today. Did you read it?
No. What did you send me?
This is what I have to deal with, folks.
I don't read my
Did you
messages.
know? Did you know? Making a comeback. Opening
Oh,
up
shit. I didn't see this.
5 new stores in California. Coming back. Blockbuster Video, y'all. They're bringing it back. Only no VHSs.
I don't know how I feel about
DVDs and-
that. I'll be
You're the
honest with you.
fucking physical media guy. How
I
the
am.
fuck
I
do
am.
you mean?
Because here's why I'm unsure about that. Because I feel
Okay.
like the intention is I feel like the intention isn't pure.
Oh, it's a tainted blockbuster.
I feel like it's a taint blockbuster.
Okay.
You know, taint my blockbuster. I feel like it's a cash grab
sounds like-
opportunity.
Right.
And it's one of those things where, you know what? Maybe we don't need another season of Firefly. Maybe we can just leave it where it is and enjoy what we have.
You know, that's very true. You know, I agree. I agree with that. However, I do love the idea of bringing back some nostalgic things that have gone away. Like if we can bring back the ground round, y'all.
Bring back the ground round. I like the idea of maybe like a pop-up blockbuster experience.
Okay.
You know?
Right.
Something where maybe you could buy like old retro blockbuster merchandise, maybe some retro style media. So like if you're unfamiliar with limited run games, they are a company that specializes in creating physical media for games that are new games that primarily release through digital means, or going back and doing recreations of old games. Like they just did a big release for the most recent Ninja Turtles game that came out. They've done some classic games where they've done re-releases for and special editions and things like that. I think that would be a cool concept for like a blockbuster where, again, you set up these pop-up shops throughout the country, limited time. You sell, you know, exclusive merchandise, retro merchandise. Maybe you do work with some distribution companies to maybe do like a cool special VHS release of, you know, fucking Batman or, you know, the Terminator, something like that. Something that like people would really be into. But to kind of bring it back as like a full-time business model, I think it's just going to kind of get watered down, and it's almost going to like do more harm than good, because if it doesn't work, people can go, well, yeah, of course it didn't work. That shit's dumb. Or if you do like a little smaller pop-up, maybe it's kind of cool.
That's fair. That's fair. Apparently, Scooter passed a ground round on his way to the brewery in Vermont. Why did you pass it? Why didn't you stop immediately?
Yeah.
And have yourself a meal based on your weight? Pretty sure that was only for children, but you know.
Probably, yeah. Okay, so this is a very long story that has been created. And it is
from our man Joe.
This is Joe. This is Joe's latest creation.
Okay.
I'm gonna make this be a bit of a longer run.
Okay.
But it is starting to do that thing where it is getting caught in a loop.
Right.
And
as AI does.
I don't know that this is necessarily the direction we wanted to go in. But here we are. I might need to figure out some ways to maybe tweak this a little bit more. But in the future, television no longer exists. Comedy is no longer profitable. One lone comedian travels the country in search of a new job. The show is called The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. and then it gives fucking stage cues, okay? Blacks out. The show's most recent performance drew the lowest audience in Fallon's history. A significant number of viewers simply turned off their TV sets as part of a national blackout. In a tweet, Fallon wrote that it was the first time in 18 years The Tonight Show didn't have 1 million viewers. The show's audience is down 43% since the start of the Trump administration. Hey, here we are. Fallon's ratings
is it just spewing out facts?
This is almost like a little too, and like weird that like this is how we got, like we gave this prompt and it like went into a whole, like it's literally like a full-on story about Jimmy Fallon and Trump.
Oh, well, that's not fun.
The comedian has been criticized for not engaging with the president, for not laughing when Trump said sad, or for not going after Trump on Twitter. I'm pretty sure this is like a real story.
So it just searched the internet.
It basically just did. That's dumb. Joe,
see, the AI's not ready.
The AI's not
it's
ready.
not ready.
What is this? Hang on. Let me check one more thing. Value will increase chances of sampling unusual text. This will make the text less sensible. Oh, no. So let's turn that down. Comedy is dead. That's the prompt I'm giving it.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Okay. Comedy is dead. I'm sorry to have to tell you this. But it's true. I'm not sure if it's because of the internet or the fact we're all so busy. Ain't that right?
Yeah, it's true.
Or that we're all just getting older. Ain't that right again?
That's also true.
But it seems like there's less and less funny out there. I'm not sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I do know that I'm not laughing as much as I used to. Oh, Joe. I'm not sure if it's because I'm getting older or if it's because I'm just not as funny as I used to be, but I know that I miss the days when I could watch a sitcom and laugh out loud. Okay. This is, I think Joe's going through something here. I miss the old days when I could watch stand-up comedians and laugh out loud. Okay, I shit you not. This is what it's doing. I miss the days when I could watch a movie and laugh out loud. I miss the days when I could watch a comedy special and laugh out loud. I miss the days when I could watch a comedy special and laugh out loud. I miss the days when I could watch a comedy special and laugh out loud. I miss the days when I could watch a comedy special and laugh out loud. I miss the days when I could watch a comedy special and laugh out loud. It repeats that 10 more times.
Wow. Does it move on from it or no?
Nope. That's I think Joe. I think we've killed Joe.
I think Joe is feeling something, and which is odd because he's fucking AI,
fucking computer.
But he just wants to laugh, and isn't that the best medicine, ladies and gentlemen? When you can go and kick back with your buddies. Or buddy who lives in Texas and I live in Florida. You can kick back for an hour and you can laugh. That's the best medicine.
That's the best. I mean, like actual medicine would probably be, better.
That's great too.
Yeah. Go to the doctors.
Everyone should go to the doctor.
Talk to your medical professionals.
And when they ask you questions, answer them honestly.
Answer them honestly.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta impress nobody.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where are we going? What are we doing?
Sure.
What are we doing here?
I mean, well, time's up. So
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, hey, folks, we've got all sorts of funny right here on youtube.com/BrainWreckTV from Brainwreck Live, which is this show, which is what we do each and every Wednesday night at 10/9 Central. We've got an all-new episode of Don't Be an Asshole coming up tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Shit. All new episode of the internet's favorite game show, the original Am I the Asshole game show. Be sure to check it out. Go back, watch the archives, watch the shorts. We've got a whole mess of them sitting there. It's a lot of fun, and we will have other content popping in and out throughout the year.
We promise, Fenton. We're gonna try to
never taking a week off.
Get this back on.
Yeah,
and actually, no guarantees. No guarantees, but there is a plan to possibly debut a new show.
Another new show.
Next week.
That's 2 new shows for the price of nothing. Folks, you ain't got to buy anything, but you can buy one of these cool t-shirts. Cover your nips. Keep it TV friendly, y'all.
That's right.
Yeah. Subscribe. I don't know if I said that. Subscribe to this channel.
You know,
just
do that.
The usual. Like, too. You should like these. Like and comment. Yeah, comment
if you like something, say something.
Yeah. If you see something, say something nice about it to a friend. Ask them to subscribe.
There you go. Wait, when is my show debuting? Well, Fenton, where's your pitch?
Pitch, brother. It's pitch season.
It's pitch season.
Yeah, we're doing the upfronts, okay? Pilot season is on the horizon.
I would love to get this channel to a point where there is a show that is live 24 hours a day.
That's where we're going to be there. We're going to be there soon.
We're going to get there.
We're going to do something.
Hold on.
Okay.
I know we're over time, but would we be the first podcast network to have live shows running 24 hours?
No.
Has that been done?
Probably.
But on a consistent basis?
We'll be the first.
Right here.
This show. We'll be the first, or we'll say we were.
Yeah. And we'll make a t-shirt about it. Yeah, but for this week, I've been Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
This has been your show.
Peace.